Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee on a Friday. And what better way to celebrate than when my friend comedian Akeem Woods is here with me?
What's up? It is Friday.
Yeah, it is Friday. You work on the weekends. On the weekends, I get to chill a little bit more. I mean, I work too sometimes, but
I'm off this weekend, so I'll be in the streets.
Ooh, we in the streets this weekend. We're definitely going to go see Devin Haney at the Barclays. So that's happening tomorrow. So if you're going to order that on pay-per-view or go, I think you can still get tickets. Then let's all meet up there. We do have a special guest joining us today, Sheena Meade. She is the CEO of the Clean Slate Initiative. That is a bipartisan effort to advance policy that automatically clears all eligible arrest and conviction records across the United States. So instead of you having to go through hoops to get your record cleared, they'll be able to do that for you automatically when you're eligible. All right. In the meantime, let's start off with some positivity. Let's shine a light. 800-292-5150. Who do you want to shine a light on? It's way up.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
It's way up. I'm Angela Yee, and my guest host Akeem Woods is here with me today.
Hello.
And a hilarious comedian, but you hang out with all comedians too.
I do. 90% of my friends are very, very funny.
All right, well, let's shine a light on one of them.
I'm going to shine a light tonight or today on my good friend who also gave me this amazing hat that we all love.
Did she give it to you or you took it?
That's not the point. Yamanika, everybody. Yamanika, who is very, 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 very funny.
Yeah, you know her as Amy Schumer's best friend also on Life and Beth.
Yes.
But in real life, I feel like Yamanika is like the quintessential best friend. I will say that.
She's so funny. And she's such a good friend, but she's so funny. Please go watch Yamanika. She has me dying whenever I hang out with her.
Yeah, hilarious. And she actually had me go work out with her. I know have you?
Yeah, I've worked out with.
It's tough.
Yeah, with Naima.
Yeah.
Shout out to Naima. I stopped working out with her because I was like, you doing a lot. But shout out to Yamanika.
But I like that she encourages people to do positive things. I like when you can have friends. It's like, come on, let's go work out. Let's go do this. Rather than always, let's go have a drink. But we did go have a drink after. All right, now who do you guys want to shine a light on? Shalandra, who do you want to shine a light on?
Yes, Get My Belly LLC in Cordell, Georgia. It's a restaurant. Part of the proceeds goes back into the community.
Wow, okay.
For the youth. I've been spreading the word out and reaching out to people for resources. I've done this out of my own pocket for the last 4 years. I started this 2 years ago, and we're just trying to make the community better.
Okay, what's it called?
WALB, Get In My Belly.
Get In My Belly. All right. Well, I love that. Well, thank you. And I think that's important, right? They're in the community. They're giving back. And it's nice to know that you can go get some good food, but also be doing something amazing for other people. Shalandra, thank you so much. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
That was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150, just in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, me and Akeem Woods are going to talk about Neo. He thinks that people should be allowed to marry multiple partners.
If you can afford it.
All right. It's way up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
It's way up. I'm Angela Yee, and my guest host Akeem Woods is here.
What's up?
What's up? And let's get into some Yee tea. Now, Neo was recently spotted out by TMZ on the street holding hands with two women.
Ooh.
So he has two partners, and when he was asked about whether or not he thinks that you should be allowed to marry multiple partners, here's what he had to say.
As an advocate of dating multiple women at once, being married before, what are your thoughts on legalizing polygamy?
I feel like in the realm of love and romance, you should let people do whatever the hell they want to do.
Yeah? Why don't you write songs about dating multiple women?
This is the first time that I've been in a relationship or situation like this, so I don't force it when it comes to music.
I feel like he's always dated multiple women.
They just didn't know.
Right.
So now he's just
like,
honest
let's just
about
all
it.
go outside together. All right. I don't know. It's a lot of work.
If you can afford two women, by all means, get two women.
But, it's not even just about money. It's about emotional.
Definitely, yeah.
Because imagine having to deal with that. Like, could you see yourself dating multiple people, but openly holding hands?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Would I probably, but that's a lot.
It's different than what you do on a Monday.
Yeah.
All right. 50 Cent has launched G-Unit Studios in Shreveport, Louisiana. I've been to Shreveport one time. Have you ever been there?
I haven't, no.
I stayed at the Horseshoe Casino when I was there. Well, he posted, "All roads lead to Shreveport. I'm ready to work." And here's what he had to say.
Bringing G in the studios to Shreveport is more than just a business decision. It's a commitment to fostering talent, to creating opportunities, and to investing in the community itself to build what I would need to be able to execute what I got going with G in the studios. It's going to create a lot of jobs.
That's dope.
That is dope. Shreveport's a pretty black city, right?
From what I saw, yes, but in that particular casino, not so much.
Okay, well, yeah.
But I was only there once, so I can't speak too much on that whole experience. But I love Louisiana as a whole.
Yeah.
Different neighborhoods. I've been to Baton Rouge. Of course, you know I love New Orleans. Shout out to everybody.
I haven't been to New Orleans.
What?
I know.
All right, you have to come when I come because we're going to have an amazing time.
I really want to go.
All right, now Freeway has established a new scholarship in his late daughter's memory. He posted in cherished memory of my beautiful daughter Harmony, who courageously battled cancer and left us in 2021. The 360 Training and Development and Freedom Thinkers Academy bestowed the Ahabek Harmony Girls Scholarship upon 18 female Muslim students. It's a divine blessing to give back, and may these young ladies with God's grace soar toward their dreams. So that's a beautiful thing to do in memory.
Amazing. That's really sweet.
That's how you would want to honor somebody, by doing something like what Freeway did for his daughter, a new scholarship. All right, now, in 3 years since joining the ownership group for the Utah Jazz, Dwayne Wade has watched the valuation for the Utah Jazz go from $1.7 billion to $3.46 billion. That's amazing.
Dang.
So congratulations to him for that. And he had posted, if people are doubting how far you can go so far that you can't hear them anymore. Second act activated. He said that at that time too. So congratulations. I mean,
that's more than double.
What an amazing investment that was for him. $1.7 billion to $3.46 billion in 3 years. And that's not just him. It's part of the ownership group, but still, whatever his investment was, I'm sure it was quite substantial. And that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. Yeah, you know, I stay up every Thursday night to watch BMF.
Oh, do you?
Until midnight when it drops on streaming. All right, it's way up. About Last Night is next.
So, About Last Night. Here's how it went down.
Last night.
It's way up. I'm Angela Yee. My guest host Hakeem Woods is here with me today.
Hey.
What'd you do last night?
Last night was I did a comedy show in Harlem.
Okay, how was that?
It was great. It was at Comedy Club in Harlem, which is like one of the only black-owned comedy clubs in the city, I believe. Mm-hmm. It was packed. It was a great crowd. They did an interesting thing where it was like a gay event kind of. They had like HIV testing before the show. Mm-hmm. Which I'm like, that's cool, but also that's weird because like if you go get tested, you find out you got it. Now we're supposed to make you laugh.
Yeah, there's nothing funny, right? When you find something like that.
I was like, test them after, so they can find out when they go home.
So if they get tested when they go there, is there because look, I've done HIV testing at my juice bar before.
Yeah.
In Brooklyn, and then people get a free juice.
I think they got a free drink or something like that. Okay. Like a drink ticket, I think.
Okay, fair enough.
So
when I did it, and you know what it is, it's really hard to get people to get tested.
Yeah.
So what they try to do is have you get tested in places that they come to you, meet you where you're at.
I get tested every 2 or 3 months because your boy is busy.
Oh my gosh. Yes, you are. Well, last night I was actually supposed to go to a gala last night, but when I tell you I've been exhausted, I'm moving. And every time I talk to you, I'm like, I'm packing, I'm doing this, I'm doing
Forever
that.
Packing.
I really felt like my body was like shut down. Like I just couldn't do it. I've been up here working nonstop. Then I have to move. I haven't taken any time off.
Wait, so did you go to the gala or no?
No. And I feel terrible about it. Like I really wanted to do it, but every single day I've been doing all these interviews. It's like exhausting.
Yeah.
And so next week I have to actually fly out and do a couple of interviews and film some things.
Did you get to catch up on sleep at least?
Kind of. So what I ended up doing was staying up late though and watching BMF. Because I do stay up every night that BMF is coming on the next day. And so I stayed up and watched that. And so I'm not going to ruin it for anybody who hasn't watched it. But I will say there's one scene that made me think about myself growing up. And she's the little sister. She's like the good kid, but she's kind of being neglected because, the family has a lot going on. The brothers are BMF, that's Meech and Terry. And then the parents are having a lot of marital issues. No, third season, I think.
Ooh, I'm late. I haven't seen it.
And so Terry, who's the older brother, he gets her out of the backseat of the car because she's like smoking, hanging out with, her little boyfriend, and he's like, get out, get in the car, let's go home. I was like, that is so embarrassing to have something like that happen to you. But there's nothing you could do about it. You are a child.
You are a little kid.
Yeah, so when you're a young teenager, I just thought about how bad I was when I was growing up.
I was a very good kid.
You were?
I was.
I'm shocked.
I was a closeted kid too, so
Okay,
Yeah,
and look how
good.
things turned out. Now look at you and look at me. I was bad when I was young. Now I'm good, and you were the opposite.
Yep.
All right, well, 800, that was about last night, but when we come back, it's time for you guys to tell us a secret.
Yes.
800-292-5150 is a number. Listen, Akeem and I are not here to judge you in any way whatsoever, because guess what? We don't want you judging us either.
Exactly.
Based off of things that we've done in our life. 800-292-5150. You get to remain anonymous. It is a no judgment zone. You will call us up and tell us a secret, and we're just going to listen and be like, wow, that is very interesting.
We might talk about you off air, but that'll be off air.
And it'll be viral.
Yeah.
800-292-5150. Me and Akeem Woods are here. We want to hear your secret. Tell us a secret. It's way up.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Akeem Woods is here.
Hey, we're whispering.
And I can look at you and tell that you have secrets.
I do.
But we know that you guys want to call in and tell us your secrets. We're not going to judge you. You're anonymous. 800-292-5150. Anonymous caller, what's your secret?
Yeah, my secret is I got two girls pregnant at the same time.
Ooh. All right. Are you sure they're both yours?
They should be.
How far apart are they?
Like they like only like 1 month apart.
Is one of them your girlfriend or both of them?
No, one of them is my girlfriend. One of them is like, I want to say her friend, but like she know of him. Pretty much, I want to say like a side chick, but like she know about it and she just like keeping on them too.
Well, I mean, that's the definition of a side chick.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know. Like, those are what words mean.
So when are you going to say something or what's the plan?
I'm just thinking like once they have it, and they probably do a DNA test and they're like, oh, he's the dad, kind of like leave it like I don't know,
So you gonna leave it for Maury, is what you're saying?
Something like that.
Okay, are you planning to stay with your girlfriend? Is that what you want to do?
No, yeah, that's what it is. I'm trying to stay with my girlfriend, so I don't want to like ruin the stuff we got going on. Because we gotta know good, we got a nice house together and stuff like that. So it's like,
what if her acquaintance tells her first?
I thought about it, but if they tell me, like, I don't know, she's lying, like, how does she know it's my baby? Or something like that,
You're just gonna lie? Okay, all right. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
He don't sound down about it at all.
He's the most upbeat cheater I've ever talked to.
He's come to terms with it.
He was a very sweet cheater. Good for him. I see why he's cheating. He seems lovable.
What a nice
Shoot,
guy.
he can cheat on me.
Hey, what's up, anonymous caller? How are you?
What's up?
I'm good.
So me and Akeem are here, and we're here to listen to your secret, not to judge you.
I've been terminated from my 4 jobs, and only God knows and my wife knows. But I just want to call in.
You got fired from the last 4 jobs you've had?
What did you get fired for?
Inappropriate touching and sexual harassment, what they said, but I didn't even do it.
All 4 times? Well, tell us what happened then if you didn't, because it feels like a pattern if this happens 4 times.
Yeah, I just tried to be too friendly. I was just too friendly, that's all. Back in the 80s.
Okay, so this all happened in the 80s?
Yes.
And when did you learn to stop doing whatever was happening? Or you're saying you didn't do it at all?
Well, I learned to stop doing it when I started seeing my therapist. And he got me on the right track. And now I'm straight. My wife is still with me. And I'm doing good now.
Okay, so you were inappropriately touching people?
Yes.
What did your therapist tell you?
Keep my hands to myself and keep my words to my mouth. And don't do it anymore.
Well, thank God that he learned his lesson from the 80s and was able to figure out, keep your hand. And this is good advice for anybody listening. Keep your hands to yourself and keep your nasty words to yourself, too.
Don't touch anybody unless they want to be touched.
Yes.
Do you feel any type of remorse for what you've done before?
Yes, I do. I'm really embarrassed about it, and I'm really ashamed of it.
Okay, you don't have any urges or anything anymore?
No.
All right. Well, thank you for calling and sharing with us. I know that had to be embarrassing to even admit that you've done this before. So we appreciate you for feeling like this was a safe space to be able to talk. And I appreciate the fact that you were able to change that behavior.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for calling. That was Tell Us a Secret, 800-292-5150. We don't judge you. You could always leave a message. And when we come back, we have your Yee team. And let's talk about Polo G. He is also saying that he needs to do something better after his recent arrest. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
It's way up. I'm Angela Yee. My guy Akeem Woods is here with me today.
Hey, guys.
Hey. Let's get into some Yee tea. Now, Polo G has admitted to drug usage after his latest arrest. He confessed that he was taking drugs again just 1 week after being arrested for gun possession. He said, drugs and liquor help me cope with pain, but I need better vices. And then somebody said, I thought you said you don't do drugs anymore. And he said, I stopped and started again. You know, he's got a lot of things going on. He had a near-death experience previously that landed him in the hospital.
You gotta go to rehab.
Yeah, and even that doesn't help. Okay. You know, sometimes people go to rehab over and over and over again. So it is something that he is acknowledging on social media, but figuring out how to go about situations differently, finding better coping mechanisms, all of those things. That's a lot of times people use drugs to learn how to cope. You don't even drink.
I don't drink.
Yeah. So good for you.
Thank you.
All right, we were just going down an Elephant Man rabbit hole up here because there are 3 Caribbean people in the room right now, and Akeem Woods is here. We were playing some Elephant Man songs for you so you would understand Pond the River, Pond the Bank, Willie Bounce, Signal to Plane, all of those things. If anybody listens to dance hall, well, Elephant Man recently was on Instagram Live and he was talking to Noah Poa, and he was saying that he does have a lot of kids. He has 38 children.
Which is about 34 too many.
So 4 is the magic number for you. All right. He said he started when he was 17 years old, and he said he might be ugly, but girls like him. So it doesn't matter because, you know, Elephant Man was his name that he gave himself for a reason. Okay. But yes, that's a lot of kids. I've never heard of somebody with 30.
That's just irresponsible.
I actually have to see if that's a record. Right? As far, but you know what? That's the thing for men. Yeah. Y'all can have a whole bunch of kids.
Don't say y'all. I'm
sometimes simultaneously.
They can have, not me.
They can have a whole bunch of kids sometimes simultaneously, as we learned in Tell Us a Secret. And, you know. All right. Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan were on a date together, and people are saying maybe they are back together. They've been calling it quits like multiple times. Breaking up, then getting back together. They said they did remain friends after breaking up. She had some things to say about his, I guess, motivation in life and how hard she's been working. And, you know, I guess maybe they are working things out, you know.
On again, off again, on again. That seems like
the on again is always fun in the moment, like when you first get back together.
Because you're like, I missed this because it's familiar, and then a few weeks go by, like, oh, this is why.
Or sometimes the next day, you're like, all right. Now we told you guys this previously, but Ice Spice, you know, she's been doing a lot of interviews lately, and she was on The Shop. And we saw the previews for that. Well, she talked about meeting Beyonce at the 2024 Grammy Awards. A lot of people saw some video and thought that she threw herself at Beyonce, but she's explaining what really went down. Here's what she said.
I didn't really meet her too much because, you know, it was basically a Beyonce meet and greet at the Grammys. So there was a long line. So we all got a couple seconds. But I had seen her in her table and stuff, and she looked over at me and smiled. So while she was walking towards me, I already knew she was going to come say hi. So I got up to be prepared. Some people was like, ew, Ice threw herself at Beyonce, relax. I'm like, no, girl. She already seen me and she was on the way.
But even if she did throw herself at Beyonce, it's Beyonce.
Right. If they didn't want you to talk to her, security would have been like,
Exactly.
You know, so that's how it happens. And sometimes you do see somebody and there's so many people coming up to them and you want to say hi.
But you don't want to be that person.
Right.
But you also don't want to miss that opportunity.
I saw Issa Rae at this event the other day and everybody kept going over to the table to talk to her. And she did see me and wave. And I was like, man, I really want to go over there. But then I have to push past everybody.
Yeah.
So I was just like, man, I get a chance to talk to Issa Issa Rae. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, it's Under the Radar time. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar, but we definitely feel like you need to know about it. California could be the first state in the United States to give workers the right to ignore after hours calls. So if your boss calls you after hours, you can ignore them.
Oh, I was ignoring anyway, but
hey, it could be a booking. It's way up.
This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's way up. I'm Angela Yee. Akeem Woods is here with me. Hey. Let's go under the radar. California could become the first state in the United States that would give workers the right to ignore any after-hours calls and emails from employers. They're trying to push for this bill that is the, quote, right to disconnect.
Turn off your phones and be off.
And that is for non-working hours. Anything that is hours outside of the employee's assigned hours of work, which whether stated in their job description or otherwise. So you would be entitled to ignore any communication during those non-working hours without employer retaliation. You can still communicate if you want to try to have an emergency or for scheduling purposes, but they can ignore you. So there you have it.
That's where it should be. If you off work, you off work.
Yeah, and it is, some people have really strange work hours, and I think it might get employers to put things in the contract that's like you're on the clock even when you're not here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then, then they have to compensate.
They have to compensate you for that. And then what if you work someplace where they're trying to get you to come in to cover a shift?
Yeah.
And then but I guess people have the right to not respond then and not get fired. Yeah, because that's not their fault. All right, and don't forget that 420 is tomorrow, by the way, and college students will be gathering in clouds of smoke on campus quads and in weed shops and in legal weed states. A lot of people are going to be giving out discounts to customers for 420.
Here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And there's a lot of shops that aren't necessarily legal. But a lot of people are wondering, where did 420 even come from? Some people say it was a police code for marijuana possession, or it came from Bob Dylan's Rainy Day Women number 12 and 35. They said everybody must get stoned. 420 is a product of 12 times 35. There's a lot of theories on where 420 even came from at all. So just know that a lot of people are going to be celebrating tomorrow, and if you are one of those people, then I guess get ready.
Get ready.
All right, and Tesla has recalled their Cybertruck due to accelerator pedals that can stick. So they're recalling nearly 4,000 of those Cybertrucks due to that accelerator pedal that can stick in place when pressed down. So if anybody has that, just know it can be recalled. There's about 3,870 trucks that are being recalled, and many, if not all, of those trucks are now on the road. So
rich people problems coming to you now.
All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. Now, we have the Way Up Mix coming at the top of the hour. Plus, we have a special guest joining us today, Sheena Meade. She is the CEO of the Clean Slate Initiative. It's leading a national bipartisan effort to advance policy that would automatically clear all eligible arrest and conviction records across the United States. So if you're eligible to vote or do anything, yes, they will automatically do that. Sometimes people don't even know that they're eligible for certain things. So that would help clean that slate. But that's only for people who are eligible. For people who are having misinformation, thinking it would just clean everybody's record, that's not what it is. All right? That is, again, the Way Up Mix at the top of the hour. It's Way Up.
Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and my guest host, Akeem Woods, is here with me today.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up? And let's get into some Yee Tea. Now, it's a New Music Friday, and there's a lot of new music that's out today that we'll talk about. But in the Yee Tea, let's talk about Taylor Swift. All right, she put out her Tortured Poets Department double album. People were very excited about a double album. And to be honest, everywhere I'm looking, a lot of stories are Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift.
I don't like it.
What?
I'm just not a fan. I don't care for her.
Yeah. I will say Taylor Swift does put out some huge songs. I don't know her catalog as far as like the songs that are not singles, but the singles that she does put out, a lot of them I do like. And one song in particular, the song is called Thank You On Me. Everybody's saying that this song is directed at Kim Kardashian and references Northwest as well. Here's a part of that song.
I don't think you've changed much.
All right, so I guess that song is called, I think it's actually called Thank You Amy. No, it's All Me. All right, because when she said I changed your name, and then I thought it was Amy. All right, but anyway.
I'm here for the white on white violence.
You think this is going to turn ugly?
I hope so, girl.
Because we've been talking so much about Drake.
I'm tired of hearing about Drake and Kendrick. I want to hear about Taylor Swift, Avril Lavigne, I don't know, some other white lady.
Mm-hmm. And, you know.
Britney Spears, I don't know.
So a lot of people were like, I did not have this on my 2024 bingo card, but I've never been happier. And she also sings about a bronze spray-tanned bully. And so...
Wait, that's one of the lines?
Mm-hmm.
This is the most whitest beef on the planet. Okay, I like Taylor now. I lied, y'all. I'm a Taylor fan.
It? Okay,
yeah.
That's all it took.
I'm going to go to the next concert.
And you know what? Speaking of beef, Drake believes that Kendrick Lamar doesn't have a response to the Push-Ups Drop and Give Me 50 diss that he dropped. And so we can see that DJ Head was commenting on this on social media. He said the Canadian responded after over a decade of being dared to come outside, still has yet to officially claim said response. He's now taunting Ant in attempts to garner a reaction. If you enjoy microwave meals, that's on you. We prefer cooked food on this side. And then Drake put, use me as a they have nothing to drop button. And I guess he wanted people to like that.
And Push-Ups is officially streaming now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's officially a single Drake song. Thank you, Akeem, for noting that.
You're welcome. I can't wait. I love Drake because he's fine. I'm Team Drake. He can say whatever he wants, girl.
Your rationale for things is way different.
It is.
Okay, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, like we said, it is a New Music Friday. We'll talk about new music. It's Way Up.
Here I go. Hey, everybody, whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
So you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Akeem Woods is here with me today.
Hey, guys.
Hey, and it's time for Ask Yee. 800-292-5150. We have Crystal on the line. What's up, Crystal?
Hey, boo.
What's up, Yee?
What up? It's me and Akeem, and we want to hear your question.
All right. Hi, Akeem.
Hi, baby.
So here's my question. I am in a wedding coming up this summer, and I'm a part of the bridal shower or bridal party. And my main thing is the bride has been a total... I spend so much money on my hair, my nails, my dress, my shoes, and she doesn't give a damn, right? So I'm thinking, since I spend so much money, I'm not getting her no gift. Am I wrong for that? I mean, I spend thousands of dollars. It's a destination wedding. I had to pay my own way.
I was just about to ask if it was destination.
That's a lot. That it's so hard because I always tell women being in a wedding is a financial obligation.
It is
when
a
somebody
burden.
asks you to be a
I will never do this again.
You know what? We do have somebody in here who's getting married. Dan, if you ask your groomsmen and they spend a lot of money, it's a destination wedding. Do you expect them to buy you a gift?
Because it's a destination wedding, I would say no.
Mm-hmm.
But if it wasn't, then I would be expecting something.
Here's the other thing, too. You also have up to 1 year to get the couple a wedding gift. And so you could also not get something right away. And you can give her a heads up. Like, look, this was expensive. I am going to get you something, but I just need a little time. Because that is the tradition.
Okay.
So I would say, just to balance that out, just give them a heads up. Like, hey, I'm, happy. Thank you for asking me to be in the wedding. It is financially right now. I ain't got it, but I know we have a little time.
Yeah.
So just give me some time.
And honestly, y'all, it's like I have the money, but I don't know if she deserves it. Because she's just
that's the real problem.
Listen, tell her your presence is the gift, girl. Tell her your presence is the gift.
Period. I'm just, I don't know if I like her energy, but whatever.
But you know what?
Y'all.
I like the honesty.
A wedding is a stressful time. If that's your friend for real, sometimes you have to give somebody grace at a time like that. Yeah. I will say, though, I was in a wedding once, and one of my friends had to go off on the bride.
Sometimes they need to get
in
checked.
The group chat, yes. She was
That's about to be me.
Yeah, she was like, you know what, you're doing too much. And I'm not going to lie, my friend who was getting married started crying after that happened.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a stressful time, like all around, because we are spending a lot of money to be in somebody's wedding. We could be doing way other, better things for ourselves.
One thing with a destination wedding, like, I want to enjoy it, but it's just so much work. I'm never doing this again. Never.
Yeah, I mean, just hold off. And you could do something later. You know what I mean? Give it some time, because, you don't want to ruin somebody's wedding day either. So sometimes it's a little sacrifice. And then if you still feel this way 6 months from now, then don't get her nothing.
Okay, period. And that's what I'm banking on.
All right.
Thank y'all.
See? Man, I don't want to be that type of.
Thank y'all.
Bye. Have a good day.
All right. Well, that was Ask Ye. 800-292-5150 is the number. Akeem was quick to be like, don't get a nothing.
Girl.
And when we come back, we have a special guest joining us. We have Sheena Meade. She's the CEO of the Clean Slate Initiative that will help people who are eligible clear their arrest and conviction records. Important conversation is way up.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and what an honor to have my sister, Sheena Meade, is here with me today. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me, and during Second Chance Month, and able to lift up this issue, my story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
You're the CEO of the Clean Slate Initiative, and like you said, it is Second Chance Month. Let's get started with your story, though, Sheena, and why you have the Clean Slate Initiative and why it's necessary.
You know, my story is not unique. There are over 114 million Americans that have an arrest or conviction, and that's 1 in 3 Americans, and I'm one of those people. So in 2004, at that time I was living in Florida, single mom, trying to make ends meet, on government assistance, and I tell people I was that type of broke where if you got gas in the car, your car insurance is not up to date. And I had to go to the store at that time. Back in the day, we used to write checks. And so I went to get groceries for the kids and enough money so I could get some gas in the car. And the check was $87.26. That check had bounced. You know, I was young, not really understanding financial literacy. Mm-hmm. And 2 months later, girl, the cops was knocking at the door. The kids are like, Mommy, the cops are at the door. And I never been in trouble, never had any engagement with the police. I'm like, they must be at the wrong house or whatever. Right. Answer the door and they're like, Sheena, we have a warrant for your arrest for a worthless check.
For $87.26.
I did a TED Talk last year and they make you fact check everything. Mm-hmm. And then recently I went back to go pick up the arrest report and I saw that I had a $500 bond because, you know, I tried to like put that out in my mind. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize it was a barrier really. I was like, let me pay these people their money back. Let me get done. You have to borrow money to pay back the check and the fees for getting locked up.
You're like, I already didn't have the $87.26. Now I got to pay.
But since y'all think I'm rich, let me go get some more money to pay off these fees and get bonded out. And I thought it was over. But it wasn't until I started to try to enroll in college to better myself, you know, that I was met with the application asking, have you ever been arrested or convicted? Mm-hmm. Or whether I'm trying to rent a house and getting it rejected, which I have, even within the last 6 years, got rejected with all the things that I've done for the community or my husband have done, or even jobs. And so the true sentence usually don't start for people who have an arrest or conviction until after they served their time or paid their debt.
Right now I'm talking to Sheena Meade, the CEO of the Clean Slate Initiative. All right, so then after that, tell me what happened.
Yeah, fast forward, I got married to my love of my life, Desmond Meade, in 2012. And when I met him, Desmond shared his story that he was formerly incarcerated and he was looking to restore voting rights. Mm-hmm. So I took a piece out of Desmond's playbook.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because of the work that Florida Rights Restoration, Desmond Meade has done that I was a part of. They got nominated for Nobel Peace Prize last year. Oh. And that really put the bug in me. And then in 2020, I was approached around Clean Slate after we passed Amendment 4, and I knew that Desmond had a blueprint around working across political aisles and really leading with your story.
Right now, we are talking to Sheena Meade. She is the CEO of the Clean Slate Initiative. It's also Second Chance Month, and we have more with her when we come back. It's Way Up.
Vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee on a Friday, and I have the CEO of the Clean Slate Initiative, Sheena Meade, here with me today. So I want to talk about what you've been doing and how you've been able to actually make change when it comes to legislation.
Yeah. I like to say I turn my pain into purpose. But the work that we've been doing at Clean Slate has been a beautiful testament of how people could come around, folks around redemption and second chances. And we've been able to pass legislation or have legislation adopted in over 12 states, meaning that once you have served your time, remain crime free, if the state says that you're eligible for your offense to get cleared off your record, what we're doing is automating that process. So the legislation basically says that after a certain amount of time, that will be removed, that the burden is no longer on you.
What is the process of doing that? Because I know I've read in these notes that more than 30 million people are eligible
to get
for
record
clearance, but like 10% of people
do it because every state is different. So just about every state has a mechanism to get your record cleared. And so for myself, like in Florida, I'm not eligible at this time. It's so bureaucratic, so much red tape to get your record cleared. But in some states, you basically have to petition. You have to go find your paperwork, go back to the county where the offense was made, have to probably go get a DA to sign off or a judge to sign off. In Louisiana, you have to pay up to $500 per offense.
Sheesh.
Just to get cleared. And you may be only eligible to get one thing off your record. And so what we're doing is removing the red tape that once if the person is eligible, this is not for all offenses.
Right.
Or
You have to be eligible.
Have to be eligible, and that it will come off your record in a certain amount of time.
Right now I'm talking to Sheena Meade, the CEO of the Clean Slate Initiative. So you're still not eligible?
I'm still in Florida right now. You can only get
hold
certain.
on.
I know.
That's wild to me. So wait, this was how long ago that this happened?
20 years. It'll be 20 years
ago,
next month.
A bounce check for $87.26, and you still have this
on my record
as a conviction on your record, and you're still not eligible.
I still don't have a clean slate. But it also reminds me, again, that $87.26, I was able last year to get $75 million for our organization to help.
There's a purpose.
Right, a purpose to help millions of people to get their record cleared. And just a few months ago, we saw that the governor of New York signed Clean Slate into law. Where over 2.5 million people, when that law goes into effect, 2.5 million people will have a second chance for real. I'm still working and not stopping until we get all 50 states on a pathway for record clearance, and that's including Florida.
All right, and how can people support if they're listening today and they're like, what can I do to make sure that I help elevate this message and make sure that we help get this across all 50 states?
Go to cleanstateinitiative.org, follow us online. Go and see if one of your states have passed Clean Slate. We have 12 states. Maybe you're eligible. Michigan has passed Clean Slate. That's one of our states where on day one, when they passed it, over 1 million people records got cleared.
Wow.
And so you may be still living like you have a record when your record may be clear. So I would say go onto the website, talk to your local legislators, make your voice be heard.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Sheena Meade, the Clean Slate Initiative. Make sure y'all follow her. Make sure you guys support. Amazing. Make sure you watch her TED Talk.
Yes, please watch my TED Talk. It's just 8 minutes.
Yes. You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. Also, don't forget it is Second Chance Month, so definitely valuable information. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Akeem Woods is here wearing my glasses.
My glasses gifted.
On a Friday. I need those because tomorrow's 420. And tomorrow's also the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight. Now, there's a lot of drama going on that we've been following on social media. Apparently, Ryan Garcia weighed in at 143.2 pounds. He was supposed to be 140. Devin Haney made his weight. Yeah. And so now the fight will still go ahead tomorrow night. But the camps have agreed to a deal. Ryan Garcia also has to pay $1.5 million to Devin Haney because he said he would give him $500,000 per pound overweight. He said he wasn't going to miss weigh-in. Well, he did. So, yeah, we'll be watching that fight, but
it won't matter.
It's like an exhibition now, basically. But I'll be there. You know, it's been all kinds of drama going on, but make sure you guys, it's on DAZN if you want to order the fight. If you are in New York, you want to come to the Barclays, come on out. Let's have a good time. I'm really rooting for Devin Haney now.
I'm rooting for Ryan because he's fine.
Oh my God, you have to stop. Okay, I'm not even going to do that. Yes, you and Ryan, I can see that. All right, well, you guys have the and thank you again to Sheena Meade for joining us. She's the CEO of the Clean Slate Initiative. That full interview is on my YouTube channel, and it is Second Chance Month. And yes, Akeem,
I have to promote something.
Go ahead.
Okay. Please follow my Instagram, which is Akeem Woods, AKEEM Woods, and I have an OnlyFans account. It's not that, so for all the, it's not
Speaking
creepy.
Of Woods.
It is very much comedy, and I have a comedy special on there.
Okay.
It's a 40-minute comedy special. It's only available on OnlyFans. It's only $15, and the next 20 people who purchase it, if you DM me a picture proving that you purchase it, I will send you a cute free T-shirt. It's an adorable shirt. It's on my Instagram. All that information's on my Instagram.
Let me go order this.
Girl, I'll give you a shirt. It's cute.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah. So Akeem Woods.
You guys have the last word now.
I want to shine a light on my lady Maria's birthday today. Anyway, I just want to say happy birthday, baby. I love you, girl. And, she's been a rock star of my life for the last 20 years. Yeah, man, we kicking it strong. Got 4 kids. We're a good team.
It's showtime.
Yeah, I'm about to tear it up. You tapped in and way up with Angela Yee.
I want it now,